Hello and welcome to my graphic novel of comic strips titled Found Earth. This is page 53. I'm doing something a little different. I haven't put the video together yet. I'm just kind of doing an audio commentary first, and then we'll fit it in over top of it and see what we can do. But I found myself with some spare time right now where I don't have a whole lot of background noise and a whole lot going on around me, so I'm going to record it first, and it will be a slightly more difficult to talk about the page and what I'm doing while the video is going, but I took a moment and looked at the page, and so I think I got it. First of all, it's page 53. We're chugging along. We're getting it done. And I did page 29 of volume 2 last week. So we're chugging along. We're getting done. Baby steps. It's all baby steps. We're just getting stuff done slowly but surely, but we are getting done. You'll have to forgive me if you hear some sniffles in the background. The allergies have really kicked in, and the allergy medicine is just not keeping up with all of it. So I'm chugging along in that manner as well. On this page, it's one of the many reasons that I don't do a whole lot of night scenes with my comic book. I suppose I could probably use Zipatone or some kind of post-production digital darkening of the page, but I'm trying to do this all hand-drawn, old school, on paper, pen and ink, and so the shortcut that I found with this was to switch over to an ink and brush for the background. It's a beautiful technique. I love using the pen and brush, but as you can see from the timestamp, maybe you can't see from the timestamp. The timestamp on the inking portion of the video is that it took me over 3 hours to ink this page. That's a lot, especially for not being the full-time job yet. So I have to balance that with the storytelling, so I try not to do too terribly many nighttime scenes, because that's a lot of space to fill in with ink, and it takes a long time to do it, and that's just a practical reason not to. So I don't. Maybe one day, if I get to do it professionally. Well, if I get to do it professionally. If that is my 9-to-5 job, I will be able to do that. But I have a newfound appreciation for Kelly Jones and the way he works. Wow, it's a lot. So, what I just wanted to talk about, just plugging away at doing what you love, and just a little bit at a time, and to just start and to do things. Whether it's playing the guitar, you're not going to riff out Metallica or Guns N' Roses or Led Zeppelin the first time you pick up a guitar. You're not going to build the perfect table the first time that you try to work with wood. So just baby steps. Even with this comic book, there are things that I'm improving on as I go. And really, that's the only way to do this, is to improve as you go. I was talking to my son, Sean, about how each kid is raised differently. We have 3 kids in our family, and the first one was raised differently than the second one, and the third one's raised differently than the second one and the first one. And it's all individual, and a lot of it has to do with the personal growth of the parents, as well as what each child needs as far as raising them. So we're all learning as we go, and I try to instill that in him, that none of us start off knowing what we're doing, and we just kind of gain knowledge as we go. It's kind of like an RPG. We just kind of level up as we go along, and we learn new skills and we learn new ways of thinking as we go, so that every day we improve. And it's the same with hobbies and jobs and other things. I was 10 years into my job before I learned a new way of doing something there, and it's greatly improved my job performance ever since. And so I'm learning things with this comic book as I go, and I'm sure that some of you are learning things in your life that help you improve what you're doing as you're going. And so that's even the public speaking that I'm doing with this video, and it is public speaking because I'm talking to you. I'm naturally introverted, so talking a lot and talking by myself to other people, sharing thoughts like this, don't come easy. Even though I took a public speaking class, and that was years ago, so it's worn off. But I'm learning as I go, so every week I'm hoping that these videos get better and better. If they're not, say something. I'll improve. But we learn by doing. And so you'll find even, with anything, whether it's guitar or building or gardening or making art, it's just doing it every day and getting a little bit better. Also with relationships, I think that helps as well. I'm still learning. I have no idea what I'm doing. When I got married, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to do this. I'm learning as I go. And so I'm hoping that that relieves some of the anxiety with life. That way, they can stop worrying about things that don't matter or things that they really can't do anything about, and they can move on and try to improve and try to be themselves rather than some Stepford image of whatever. We're all just learning as we go. We're all faking it. Except we're not faking it, we're doing it for real. And that's... maybe we just fake who we want to be until we are who we want to be. I don't know. That's profound. It sounds profound, is it? I don't know. I'm still wrapping my head around it, but I do know that we're all just trying to get through it, and we're all just trying to figure this out and figure ourselves out. But the artwork, I have a newfound appreciation thanks to this page of Kelly Jones's work, Batman, if you get a chance to look him up. Really good artist, lots of heavy inks, lots of pen and brush stuff. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy this. I want to thank my Patreon sponsors, Joe and Scott, and anybody else who wants to jump on board. That's my bit of advice and thoughts on life for the week. I'll try to post a few things to go with this video, and if you want to, go ahead and print off some pages and color them with your kids and spend some time. And while this page doesn't have a whole lot of room to color, there's opportunity for really bright colors if you want to bounce off the blacks. So have a good week, and if you have any profound thoughts or anything you want me to talk about, go ahead and put it in the comments section, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, have a good week, have fun, enjoy yourselves, and I'll talk to you next week.